So I'm Emma Pieczonka, and I will be doing my fundamentals video on stopping and going and getting in and out of irons. Today we're going to talk about reviewing the points of sale, and then we're going to discuss how a sale works, and then we're going to learn how to stop and go and get in and out of irons, and then we're going to learn about the different situations where you would need to know how to do that. And then after, we're going to play a game. Next, we're going to talk about the point of sales. And can anyone tell me if the wind is coming from the top of the board, what would this be? Sarah?
Irons?
Yeah, very good. So irons is when your bow is facing directly into the wind. So if the wind is coming from here, this would be your boat, and it would be going, and your sail would be luffing, okay? And your boat is not moving in this state. So what's this one? Does anyone know?
Close hauled?
Yeah, close hauled. Close hauled is the closest point to the wind that you can efficiently sail. And can you tell me what this one is?
Is it close hauled?
No, this one's close reach. You're very close.
Oh.
This one's close hauled. Close reach is the fastest point of sail, okay?
Okay.
So this one is beam reach. And when you're sailing on a beam reach, you're sailing on a right angle. So you're sailing 90 degrees to the wind. Can anyone tell me what this one is?
Is that broad reach?
Yeah, this is broad reach. So in broad reach, when you're sailing along, the wind will be coming from the back of your shoulder. So if this is my main sheet and this is my tiller and I'm sailing, the wind would be coming from behind my shoulder, and if I attacked, it'd be behind this shoulder. And does anyone know what this one is? Sarah?
The run?
Yes, so this one's a run, and that's when you're facing directly away from the wind, so your sails would be all the way out, and the wind would be coming directly onto your transom. So next I'm going to explain how a sail works. So if this is the boat and irons, the sail would be luffing. Does anyone know why? No? Because when the bow is facing directly into the wind would be coming on either side of the sail, and the sail wouldn't be able to catch it. And this is luffing, when the sail is going like this. And when your boat is more of a close reach point of sail, your sails will look like this, okay? And this catches the wind. So the wind would come down and it would be caught, and this one would be caught too. So it kind of pushes on the sails, okay? So your boat would be pushed down, so slipping a little. However, we have a centerboard and a rudder, which creates force going upwards. And because a boat is shaped like a triangle, it's just going to shoot forward, okay? However, when a boat is going downwind, the sails will be all the way out, so like this. This is your jib, this is your mainsail, and the wind will be pushing directly onto the sails, and you will go forward, okay? Next, we're going to review backwinding. So if your boat is in irons, your sails look like this, right? Because they're luffing. And when you're in irons, you don't have any momentum to go forwards. So it's not like you can just steer and bear off, okay? So what's a way that I could out of irons by pushing up my boom?
Could you just flip it out to the side?
Good job. So what you're going to do is your crew, or if you're in a one-person boat, you're going to do it yourself. You're going to get your crew to push out your boom, so your sail is like that, and it's just like sailing on a run, okay? Because those are your sails, and the wind will be pushing down. It's just like that. The wind will be caught in your sail, and you'll go backwards. Now, when sailing backwards, it's the exact opposite as steering forwards. And so you're going to be in this position, and once you're in that position, you can pull on your main sheet and start to sail again. So next we're going to review some situations when you would need to know how to stop and go. What are some situations that you would need to know when to stop or go? Sarah?
If you're gonna collide with something.
Yeah, so avoiding collisions with other boats.
Okay.
Avoiding collisions. What else?
If you're hurt, maybe, or your crew's hurt.
Yeah, so safety. For example, like man overboard, you'd have to know how to get near your crew or your skipper and go into irons so he or she can swim back to the boat, okay? Another reason would be races, because on the start line, you're gonna have to know how to stop and hold your position before the go horn goes, and then you're gonna have to obviously be able to get out of irons to start the race. So what are some ways you think we could stop our boat?
Could you turn the sail so that it
So maybe like,
counteracts like the wind?
yeah, so letting out the sail.
Right.
So letting out the main sheet would be a good one. Because letting out the main sheet means the sails are going to go all the way over. And if you're sailing and you're sailing along and you let the main sheet out, the sail's going to go like this and start to luff. Okay? What are some other ways?
What if you turn your boat like perpendicular to the wind?
So going to irons, right? No.
Oh, I thought like turn your side to the wind. So like
Well, if you're turned sideways to the wind.
like turn your hull sideways to the wind.
Like that?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you're doing when you're sailing along, right? But if you let it the main sheet, that would let your sail go.
Could you just say no to the sail and pull that thing in?
No, because that would catch the wind and you would start to sail. What you could do is turn your boat into irons though, okay? Because irons you're not going to be able to move. So you could go into irons. What else?
Could you put an anchor in the water?
Not in dinghies, maybe for keel boats, but
Okay.
maybe you could. The last one is pushing out your boom. Remember we talked about backwinding?
Right.
So if there's a boat here, say they're on starboard and you're on port, and you can let out your main sheet, but it's not like a car where you have immediate brakes. So you're not going to stop instantly. You're going to coast for a little bit, which is still possible. There's still a possibility for a collision. So if you need to stop quickly, you can push out your boom, and it'll backwind and you'll stop. Next, we're going to talk about the steps of getting into irons. Do you have any ideas of what that may be?
You'd probably turn the boat into the wind, so it's pointing into the wind.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about if we're going up into the wind, so heading up, that means that we're going to push the tiller away from us, okay? And I have my main sheet in this hand. It's like an opposite of the car.
Right.
I'm going to push it away. That means I'm going to head up into irons, and I'm going to ease my main sheet, okay? That means I'm sitting in irons, okay? And then getting out of irons, what do you think you might have to do?
Maybe turn the tiller towards you.
Yeah, you're going to you're going to pull the tiller towards you, okay? And you're going to pull in your main sheet. So that's going to make you bear off and go, okay? So when you're pushing it away from you, you're heading up into the wind. When you're pulling it towards you, you're bearing off. Okay. Another way of getting out of irons is called sculling. So if this is your boat, this is your transom, the rudder's right here, and you are in the boat, there's your tiller. You're gonna push the tiller back and forth really fast, and it's kind of like a paddle, and it's gonna move the water. And that way you can kind of push your way, make your way into a close halt so you can start to sail and pull in your main sheet. Next, we are going to play a game. So here's this. And it's a matching game. So what would be moving your tiller back and forth really fast?
Oh, that's the sculling.
Yeah, so we're sculling.
Here.
Yeah, good job.
Nice.
What would be pushing the tiller away from you?
That would be
So
going
away from you.
into iron.
Yeah, so what's that called?
Heading up?
Yeah, good job. Okay. Pulling the tiller towards you.
Okay, so that would be going out of irons.
So it's
So close.
it's
Oh,
called
bearing
off.
Bearing
There.
on.
Okay, so heading up until your sails are luffing.
That's going into irons.
Yeah, so irons.
Irons.
Good job, Sarah. Okay, so next we're gonna go out on the water and we're going to do a collector course for a little bit and warm up. And then one whistle, we're gonna start to head upwind, tacking on the whistle. And then 2 whistles is stop. So it's red light, green light. So 2 whistles is red light, you're gonna stop. And 1 whistle is green light, so you're gonna go, okay?